Hey everybody, Jeff Manchester here. Today I want to share with you a tip on how to properly double up and layer guitars when you only have one guitar track. So typically when you're opening up a session, you have multiple takes from the guitarist. If you click here in Pro Tools, you go to your playlist menu and we can see we have different takes. But let's say you don't have multiple takes, and let's say there's only one guitar player that day in your session and you want to double up that guitar. There's a right and a wrong way to do it. In this video, I'm going to show you the right way to do it. The wrong way to do it, what I see a lot of people doing, is they will take the guitar part that they want to double and they will just drag across and copy and paste that audio event onto a new track, and then maybe pan one track left and the other right. And that's not good. It's going to make things actually messier, because all you're doing is you're doubling that event. It's going up in gain about 6 dB. You're going to have to lower it. And it's just going to sound muddy. It's not going to sound any more powerful. And if you try to nudge one of the tracks left or right in sort of little micro moves, you're going to end up with some weird phasing issues, which will, I think, be unwanted if what you're trying to do is add power and grit to that guitar section. If you want to make things kind of muddy and messy, you can do it that way, but in this video I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. The track I'm working with is called Crumble On by a Toronto band that I had the pleasure of tracking on a Neve, no less, so that was a lot of fun. So I'll just give you a little taste of what the song sounds like, and yeah, so you know what we're working with. This is, by the way, unmixed, okay? I will include the link to the mixed version of this. I didn't mix it, but it was mixed by a good friend, and you can hear it in its kind of final stage. But right now, unmixed, here we go. Okay, so that's the track, kind of southern influenced. Alright, so this is the guitar part that I'm talking about. Right now, what I want to do is I want to really make this stand out in the mix, because right now it's kind of lonely, right? We've just got one guitar part. So it's kind of beefy, kind of mid-rangey. So, as I said, the wrong way to do this is just to copy and paste this event, add it into a new track, and then, you know, pan left and right or something. What you want to do is you want to go through this track and find this moment at a different section. Now, it's being played by the same person, and the amp settings are the same, but that moment is going to be different just because it comes at a different point in the song. Maybe his fingers were kind of hitting harder on the fretboard. Maybe he was doing downstrokes instead of upstrokes. It's going to be better for you in the long run to duplicate moments that are not exactly the same. Again, because of those weird chorusing and phasing issues that might occur. So what you guys want to do is scroll through your song and find that moment again in the song. That's not the right thing. That's not what we want. So I'll just scroll down here. There we go. So that's what we want. So we would find this, take it, copy and paste it. I've already done that here. With this track I've called Good, because this is the good way, the right way to do it, but it doesn't end there. If we go to our mix window, you can see that I've set up on the Good track a couple of effects, because what you want to do is, even though the part is by nature of time different sounding and different, the chords are the same, we can add some effects to make it sound different, to make it sound like somebody else was behind the fretboard. So I've added an Electra DSP EQ by the good people at Kush. I can't plug Kush enough. This thing is amazing. And I also have a Butch Vig vocal plugin by Waves. Now this thing does say vocal, but guys, when you get a plugin that's, you know, has the name of the instrument you're meant to put it on, take it apart and put it on something else. Get creative with it. This thing sounds really good. In fact, it has a guitar preset which I've added. But it's not over yet. We also have some sends here. I have one send going to a dirt track, which is It's got a SansAmp on it, and I have another track, another bus going to a reverb track, just to give it some levity. And that's also, it's another DigiDesign, same as this guy here, the SansAmp. So these are free with Pro Tools, and they sound really good. So let's hear what I did. So I copied and pasted, I duplicated that so that we have a nice kind of multi-bar section. And let's hear everything all together. I'm going to unmute everything. Okay, so it's higher in tone. It complements the original guitar well because it's the same friggin' thing. Also, what I did was I panned the first instance of the guitar hard left and the other one hard right. I do this all the time because I personally feel like if you have a different guitar tone, it shouldn't be coming from anywhere near the same place as a different guitar tone. So like, let's say you go to a show and you see this band and they've got two guitar players. Well, one of them is going to be on the left side of the stage and the other one's going to be on the right side of the stage. And that really completes the stereography, the stereo field. And you get a more balanced, I think, richer sound when you have two different tones hanging out on different sides of the room. If you're going to be listening to this with headphones or earbuds, it's probably going to be very obvious that they're panned hard left and right, but I think that if you listen to music as it was intended to be listened to on big speakers or something, it's going to sound very complementary, and that's why I've done what I've done here. So this is the take home. Find a part, the same part you want to duplicate at a different moment in the song, and then duplicate it, add it underneath, add some effects, get creative, and that is the correct way to double up and layer up guitars in a track. Thanks very much for watching.